You are watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, Jocelyn Lantrip joins us from the Food Bank of Northern Nevada to talk about something very dear to all of our hearts here at KTVN, Share Your Christmas. Thank you for joining us, Jocelyn.
Thank you for having me.
So Share Your Christmas, in case you didn't know, in case you've been living under a rock, it is a full day drive that KTVN has done for what now, 30 plus years?
This is the 33rd year.
33 years of Share Your Christmas.
Yes.
You know, this is huge. I remember when I was getting interviewed for this position, the general manager of the station said, now, just so you know, we have Share Your Christmas and you're going to be there and we're going to have fun. And this is a huge community-wide, multiple community-wide, like Northern Nevada event. Explain what Share Your Christmas means to the Food Bank of Northern Nevada.
Well, to us, it's our favorite day. It's our Super Bowl. We just love it. And the way we are getting the whole community involved, and even in the rural areas. I mean, we have people out in Minden and Carson and Fernley now, and in Reno Sparks. And people are giving food and money all throughout the day. And it's just so heartwarming to be out and see everyone chipping in. I absolutely love it.
So what I'm curious about, and we'll go into the logistics of day of on Friday, because we're going to want you to participate at home as well. But what I'm curious about is, like last year, after Share Your Christmas and after you get all this food, tell me the logistics of that. Like, that seems like that would be a massive feat.
Well, it is, because that food comes in and we actually have to process all of it. And so we're sorting it and putting it into category, and it goes out to our partner agencies. And there's 140 plus of those agencies all over our service area. And that's when the volunteers come in. So people think of volunteering in November and December, but really, we need people in January and February to help us get all of those donations out into the community. So there's still work to be done after the holidays.
And after Share Your Christmas, how long does it take you to get all the food that's donated in these various regions into the warehouse? Or do they go to the warehouse? Do you take them directly from the GSR or the governor's mansion or from Minden and take them directly to one of your partner agencies? How does that work?
So that's the unique thing about this drive. So all the food that's raised in Minden, for instance, will go to the Carson Valley Food Closet. So the food raised in your community stays in your community. And then all the food that is raised at GSR can go out to any of those agencies, including the ones in Elko and Winnemucca and all over. So that food is really for the whole 90,000 square miles.
That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine, like, I'm thinking in my head of delivery, of logistics, of pickup, of all the things. And so you really are working super duper hard after Friday. So thank you for that. So now let's get to Friday, because Friday is going to be so fun. It kicks off on KTVN at 4:30. We have live hits starting at the GSR. But people can start their drop-off at what time, 6 a.m.?
6 a.m. and to 6 p.m., so 12 hours. So you've got a lot of time. And this food drive is the easiest for the donor. You don't have to get out of your car. You just drive through. Volunteers will help guide you and will unload the donations right out of your car, whether it's food or money, either way, and you'll be on your way. It's very simple.
I love that. And what I love too is, okay, so 6 a.m. and you're like, who's going to be donating? I tell you what, go in your pajamas. You don't even have to brush your teeth. Okay, maybe you should. But seriously, get in your car, go in your pajamas, do the drop off, and then go home and get ready. And you've done your good deed.
Yeah, you can get it out of the way early in the morning, and we'll be there. Like you said, starting at 4:30, just because you guys are on, and so it just seems like we should be there too. And we're setting up. We're getting volunteers coming in to take the food out. And it is a really big operation now, a lot bigger than it used to be.
Well, and we'll talk about how big it used to be, but let's talk about the GSR, because obviously the GSR has a big build going on right now. So because of all that construction, this is actually going to be in a different part of the property. So explain to folks at home where they go when they drive up.
So we have moved to the lot that was formerly the RV park in the back, and it's by closest, I would say, to Gregg and Telegraph Street. So that entrance is the closest way, but wherever you come in the GSR, you'll find us. But we are back there, and we will have taken over that whole lot, and you just drive through, and there's a big area. So we have plenty of room to get you in and out of there very safely.
So that's at the GSR. And I don't want to exclude our other communities as well. I'm going to be in Carson at the Governor's Mansion. And so that's going to be super fun. So people just drive through that main street the Governor's Mansion's on.
And all of the locations are drive-through like that. So in at the Carson Valley Inn, at the Governor's Mansion, we'll have volunteers to guide you and get those donations out of the car. Even in Fernley at Rayleigh's, it will also be a drive-through there too. So it is the same wherever you go.
And I have to say, Kristen was saying how wonderful Carson Valley Inn does for decorating, and what great partners they are in Share Your Christmas, that they go all out and that it's really well done. So kudos to Carson Valley Inn as well, right?
Yes, all of our hosts really do a great job at welcoming us and making our volunteers happy and cared for. So we really do appreciate all of the places who host us.
You mentioned how this has grown over the years, and you say that it's been 33 years. What was it like at the very beginning, 33 years ago, compared to today?
Well, I wasn't here 33 years ago, but I have been here for quite a few of them. This is my 16th, I believe. But I did hear from Sherry Jameson before she retired that at the first ones, she was making soup and bringing it over. And at GSR now, they make soup and they bring it out to us. So it's just gotten bigger and bigger. More companies are getting involved, more organizations that do food drives all through the month, and they bring it to this event. So it is really fantastic.
We had some of the local heroes from Carson City on the show. We had the sheriff's office, we had a marshal, we had a fire chief, and they were so excited. They're like, we're going to do an internal food drive at our agencies and bring it over on a fire truck. So look forward to that.
Yes. And one of the things that people don't always know about the different communities is they get a little competitive. I don't know if you've heard this, but they want to know how everybody's doing at the other locations, and the communities are competitive about feeding their community, which is also very.
We love that.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We will see you on Friday.
Thank you.
You're watching 2 Plus U Nevada.